Say this word and activate the frequency of prosperity today. If you're one of those who doubts the power of manifestation, I'm warning you. You might want to stop now. But if there's a small voice within you that believes the universe has ears, that every word spoken resonates like an invisible decree, then this video is for you. Now tell me, how many times have you felt like you were one step closer to the life you desire? Wealth, freedom, abundance, but something always seemed to block the flow. What if that blockage wasn't external but hidden within a single word you use daily? Today I'm going to show you a forgotten key, a secret hidden in an Aramaic word, an ancient language used in the time of Jesus. A word that isn't just sound, but vibration. It isn't just language, but energy. And when applied with faith and emotion, it can align your frequency with the magnetic field of prosperity. Since the beginning of time, masters have known. Words create worlds. They are not just combinations of sounds. They are seeds. They are frequencies that shape destinies. Modern science proves that everything vibrates. Thoughts, emotions, feelings, and of course words. What you say doesn't die in the air. It reverberates, circulates, and returns to you. And the Bible confirms in Psalm 33:9, "For he spoke, and it was done. He commanded, and it stood fast." If even the Creator shapes realities with words, imagine what happens when you awaken to the power of your voice. So I ask you, have you been using your mouth to repeat the scarcity you see or to decree the abundance you desire? Words are codes. Every sentence that comes out of your mouth is a command to the universe, and sooner or later, you will reap the fruits of what you declare. Words aren't just sounds that escape your mouth. They're invisible seeds sown into the vibrational field. Every sentence you utter is like an arrow heading toward your future. Now tell me, have you been using your words to build bridges or to erect walls? The Bible declares in Psalm 33:9, "For he spoke, and it was done. He commanded, and it stood fast." The universe was created with the voice. And in Proverbs 18:21 we read, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue." This means that when you speak, you are releasing creative energy for life or death. Neuroscience shows that words shape the brain. What you repeat creates neural connections that define your identity. Quantum physics confirms this. Particles respond to intention. This means that every word that comes out of your mouth is recorded not only in your mind, but also in the invisible fabric of the universe. Now stop and think. How many times have you heard yourself say, "I can't, I don't have, I'll never have"? Each of these phrases is a decree that blocks your energy field. But when you declare, "I can, I am prosperous, I receive abundance," the decree changes frequency and begins to open invisible doors. Words are codes. It's as if each statement were a line of code written into the software of your life. And you are the programmer. If you repeat the same line of error, you'll reap failures. But if you repeat lines of faith, you'll run the code of prosperity. Now I ask you, are you describing the reality you see or decreeing the reality you desire? Because you don't describe, you create. The word is not a commentary, it's a seed. It's not an echo, it's a decree. And whatever you declare, sooner or later comes back to you. So do this now. Write in the comments, "My words create my prosperity." By writing, you activate a new vibrational code within yourself, and by sharing, you seal this decree before the universe, because life and death are in the power of the tongue, and today you choose life in abundance. The secret word of Aramaic is not just an ancient language, it is a vibrational portal. Many believe that Jesus used this language to convey revelations because it carried pure sounds, frequencies that not only communicated, but also transformed. Each word was a key that unlocked invisible realities. Imagine this. While in the modern world words are thrown around without intention, in Aramaic each syllable was energy. It was as if sound had the power to align heaven and earth. And when Jesus said shalom, it wasn't just peace, it was plenitude, prosperity, harmony. Spiritual scholars claim that ancient languages preserve a vibrational purity that modern languages have lost. It's as if Aramaic still holds echoes of creation, original frequencies that connect directly to the heart of God. Each word is like a ray of light reaching from eternity to touch the present. Now tell me, what if what you call a miracle was just a frequency being activated? What if the abundance you so desire was already encoded in an ancient word, waiting only for your voice to manifest? This may be the simplest and most profound secret you've ever heard. Think of Aramaic as a forgotten radio station. While most people turn the dial of life, hearing only noise, this language connects you to a clear, clean, harmonious tune. When you tap into this frequency, it's as if your entire reality begins to organize itself around you. It's not just theory, it's spiritual practice. By pronouncing certain Aramaic words, you activate hidden vibrations that align your identity with prosperity. It's as if each syllable were a secret password capable of unlocking invisible doors that were previously closed. And that's exactly what you're about to receive. A specific Aramaic word, simple, yet charged with divine energy. A word that's not just spoken, but felt, lived, and decreed. Because in the spiritual world, words aren't echoes, they're keys. And the right key unlocks hidden treasures. How to activate the code. Now close your eyes, take a deep breath. Imagine yourself already living the life you desire. Bills paid, opportunities arising, financial freedom. Feel the excitement. Visualize yourself entering your new home. Imagine yourself traveling. See the money flowing like a steady river. And then declare in a soft voice, Shalom. Let the word vibrate within you. Repeat it with faith. Repeat it with intention. Each time you pronounce it, it's as if you open an invisible door to the flow of abundance. A simple practice. Write Shalom on a piece of paper and place it under your pillow. While you sleep, your subconscious mind will continue to align your frequency with prosperity. Since ancient times, prophets and sages have known words are not just sounds. They are frequencies, invisible seeds sown into the field of the universe. Every sentence you speak vibrates like a decree, silently shaping your reality. Now tell me, have you been using your mouth to create or to sabotage yourself? The Bible states in Psalm 33:9, "For he spoke, and it was done. He commanded, and it stood fast." And also in Proverbs 18:21, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue." Do you understand the power of this? The Creator himself manifests with words, and you, made in his image, carry that same power. Science also confirms what spirituality already suggests. Neuroscience studies show that the words you repeat create new neural connections. What's more, quantum physics experiments reveal that particles respond to intention and vibration. This means the universe is responding to your voice, even when you don't realize it. Think about it. When you say, "I can't," what happens? You sow scarcity. When you say, "I am prosperous," even without seeing it yet, you sow abundance. Words are like programming codes. You are the programmer of your reality, and each statement is a line of code written in the quantum field. So I ask you, how often do you repeat phrases that are killing your harvest? How often do you reinforce with your mouth what you don't want to live? It's time to turn that around. Because words don't describe, they decree. You don't narrate your life. You create your life with your tongue. Imagine your words as arrows of light shot into the darkness. Each time you speak, an arrow shoots toward your future. Some open doors, some close them, some build bridges, some erect walls. The choice is yours. Where you focus, you go. And what you speak, you become. Now do it with me. Write in the comments, "My words create my prosperity." When you write, you activate. When you comment, you seal this decree in your mind. It's not just engagement, it's vibration in motion. Because death and life are in the power of the tongue, and today you choose life in abundance. Aramaic is not just an ancient language, lost in the pages of history. It carries a spiritual vibration that spans centuries, a sound that seems to touch not only the ear, but the soul. Many believe that Jesus chose this language to convey profound messages because each word in Aramaic vibrates like a divine code, charged with energy. It wasn't just communication, it was frequency. Now imagine this with me. Every word spoken in Aramaic was like a key, opening invisible portals between the human and the eternal. They weren't just syllables, they were pure frequencies that tuned into the universal magnetic field. When someone spoke in Aramaic, they didn't just emit sounds, they released vibrational waves capable of influencing reality. Mystics say that ancient languages, like Aramaic, preserve a purity that modern languages have lost. It's as if they still contain the original force of creation, a vibration that connects directly with the divine. It's no coincidence that, over the centuries, spiritual scholars have sought to understand the sound of these words as if deciphering a sacred code. Now I ask you, what if what you call a miracle is just an ancient word used correctly? What if the abundance you so desire was already hidden in the vibration of a language that bears the mark of the Creator? Wouldn't that be the greatest secret of all? Think of Aramaic as an ancient radio frequency. While most people tune into noise, this language connects you directly to a clean, pure, harmonious station. It's the difference between hearing static and hearing a melody. And when you find that connection, your entire life begins to change. It's not just theory, it's spiritual practice. By pronouncing certain words, you're not just recalling a tradition, you're activating a forgotten vibration. It's as if each sound you make is a password, unlocking invisible vaults of abundance and peace. So don't underestimate the power of what seems simple. Now tell me, Are you ready to use this key? Because within this language lies a specific word capable of aligning your vibrational identity with the flow of prosperity. A word that is not just spoken, but felt, repeated, lived. And when you speak it, you are not just speaking, you are creating. The secret of repetition. First of all, choose a quiet place. It could be a corner of your bedroom, a quiet room, or even a space in nature. The most important thing isn't where you are, but how you position yourself in this moment. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Inhale for a count of 4, hold it for a few moments, and then release slowly. Repeat this 3 times. This breathing isn't just physiological, it's a ritual of alignment. Now visualize the life you desire before you. Don't just think about it, see it. See the bills paid, see the smile on your face, see the doors opening, see the money flowing naturally. The more vivid this image, the stronger the vibration you emit. I ask you, can you feel the thrill of already living what you so desire? In this state of presence, pronounce the words in a clear and soft voice. Shalom, feel the vibration of the word in your body. Let it come not only from your mouth, but also from your heart. Repeat 3 times, then 7 times, if possible, 11 times. Don't count it as mechanical repetition, but as spiritual beats that align you with the field of abundance. A powerful practice is to write this word on a piece of paper. It's that simple. Write Shalom and place it under your pillow before bed. Why? Because while you rest, your subconscious works. It doesn't rest, and this word will act as a spiritual password, vibrating within you throughout the night. Another way to intensify is to use the word when you wake up. Before even picking up your phone, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and say, Shalom. This puts your mind on the right track, adjusting your frequency from the very first moment of the day. It's like tuning an instrument before a concert. You enter life aligned with the tone of prosperity. And remember, it's not just about repeating, it's about feeling. Every time you say Shalom, imagine you're lighting a light bulb inside you. A light bulb that illuminates your beliefs, dispels scarcity, and opens space for new opportunities. Because prosperity isn't something you pursue, it's something you activate within yourself. Now I invite you to practice. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and say with me, Shalom. Right here in the comments, I activate Shalom in my life. When you write, you seal. When you speak, you vibrate. When you feel, you manifest. Before each practice, do a brief visualization. Imagine yourself already living your desired reality. Feel the thrill of victory, achievement, and abundance flowing. Now combine this visualization with the word Shalom. When word and image meet, the universe receives a clear signal. You're not just asking, you're declaring. It's like planting a seed in fertile soil. The word is the seed, the emotion is the water, the visualization is the sunlight. Together, they make the harvest inevitable. The internal change that precedes the external prosperity doesn't begin outside, it begins within. By repeating this word with emotion, you don't just attract wealth, you change your perception. You stop seeing scarcity and start seeing opportunities. And that's the true miracle, internal transformation. Because when your mind vibrates with abundance, the world responds. You become magnetic. People, ideas, and resources begin to be drawn to you. Close your eyes for a moment and allow yourself to enter this moment. Take a deep breath. Inhale abundance. Release scarcity. Inhale peace. Release anxiety. Imagine that each breath is an exchange with the universe. You receive what you need and release what no longer serves you. Now, visualize before you an open field, illuminated by a golden light. In this field stands a majestic tree with deep roots and shimmering leaves. This tree represents your life, your journey. But observe, the leaves begin to blossom each time you pronounce the sacred word. So, softly, say with me, Shalom. As you speak, see the tree expand, flowers blossoming, golden fruits appearing on the branches. Each sound you release is like a drop of light, watering your own harvest. The word isn't just spoken, it vibrates and creates. Now imagine a river running alongside this tree. This river represents prosperity. It's always been there, but you often overlook it. As you repeat Shalom, the water begins to shine, reflecting the sun, flowing toward your life, nourishing your roots. Do you feel it? Abundance isn't far away. It's flowing toward you now. Repeat again. Shalom. Visualize a door of light opening before you. Behind it, everything you've ever desired. New opportunities, divine connections, unexpected resources. See yourself walking through this door with confidence, knowing it's already yours. Because you don't ask, you declare. At this moment, unite emotion and words. Feel the joy of already possessing. See your life transformed, free, and abundant. And declare again. Shalom. Each repetition is like a vibrational hammer breaking the chains of scarcity. Each sound is a decree that is established in the field of the universe. Now write in the comments, I see and I receive Shalom. Because when you visualize, you create the image. When you declare, you activate the frequency. And when you feel, you manifest. Words and images together are the most powerful force of creation. The greatest transformation doesn't happen in the wallet, it happens in the heart. You can earn money and still feel poor, you can receive blessings and still live in scarcity. Because prosperity doesn't begin outside, it begins within. It's identity, it's vibration, it's a silent shift that precedes any visible manifestation. Look at the Bible. Gideon saw himself as the weakest in his family. But when the angel of the Lord calls him, he doesn't say weak, but rather valiant. His identity changed before victory arrived. The same with Abraham, who saw himself childless until he heard from God, "You will be the father of many." The word didn't describe reality, it decreed it. Now tell me, how have you seen yourself? As someone limited, small, always chasing after? Or as an aligned being, already connected to the frequency of abundance? Because scarcity isn't a lack of money, it's a lack of vision. Abundance isn't a bank balance, it's a vibrational identity. When you repeat Shalom, you're not just summoning wealth, you're reshaping your identity. You begin to believe you deserve it. You begin to feel capable. You begin to vibrate like someone who already has it. And the universe responds to who you are, not who you pretend to be. Think of a light bulb that's unlit. The energy is already available, but it only illuminates when you flip the switch. This is how prosperity works, always available, waiting for you to flip the switch of faith and identity. Shalom is that key that turns on the light within you. Now close your eyes and feel, what would it be like to live knowing that you are already worthy of all abundance? That you don't need to beg for prosperity, but simply embrace your vibration? Allow this feeling to expand within you. Because when identity changes, reality has no choice but to change as well. Write in the comments, my identity is abundance. Declare this not just as a pretty phrase, but as a decree. Because when you change within, the world begins to reorganize around you. And remember, you weren't made to chase wealth. You were made to embrace it. Now you carry a secret, a simple word, but charged with divine energy. It's not instant magic. It's a spiritual tool for aligning with prosperity. Use it with faith. Use it with consistency. Use it with emotion. Because when you declare, you create. You don't describe your reality, you decree. And each decree is a vibrational code that opens invisible doors. Now I invite you, write in the comments, I receive Shalom. When you write, you activate. When you declare, you manifest. And remember, you weren't made to chase wealth. You were made to own it. Now you carry a secret. A simple word, yet charged with divine energy. A vibrational key that can align you with the flow of abundance. Use it with faith. Use it with emotion. Use it consistently. Because repetition creates roots, and roots bear fruit. If this video spoke to you, click enjoy, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs this message today. And comment below. I receive Shalom. Because when you declare, you create. Because you don't describe your reality, you decree, and it manifests.